zodiac sign reading live. Okay, so I'm going to be looking into your no contact person for December. Okay, give you the answer you need so you can have forward movements. Okay, so that way you don't feel stuck anymore, okay, in any kind of way. And also for you to trust yourself and what you want to do in this situation, okay? And I'm here for it, all right? So before I get started, wait a couple of minutes before I start live so that way people get their notifications to come to this live, okay? So thank you so much for your patience. I'm going to be putting on some music while we wait, okay? Hi there, Poppy Cave. Hey everyone, good morning. Now we're going to start the live. So thank you for being patient while people come into this live. So this is an all zodiac sign readings. We're looking into your no contact person. And I'm going to have some bonus readings at the end for anything else that you're inquiring about. So stick around for that. We'll do one card pulls for males and female zodiac signs, okay? And doing also a bonus reading for your no contact person if you're a male or female zodiac sign leader, okay? So let's get right to it, all right? When I say hi to, again, good morning, Poppy Cave, W8, I think glad you can join me. Good morning to Valenzuela 719. Good morning and thank you for the compliment. All right, let's start out with Aries. And guess what? People that are watching me, I got my new deck today. It's a new oracle deck. It's a new energy oracle deck, so it's going to look really cool and new. It's about 78 cards. So awesome. Yeah, my zodiac sign, I get along with everybody, but I'm a Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So shout out to all the zodiac signs. You guys rock, okay? So Aries, let's get right to it. What's coming up for Aries in their no contact situation with their person in December? You got empowerment, revelation, ooh, vicious cycle, and generational healing. Clarify all four of these cards. All right, wow. All right, so Aries, your no contact person is someone that is empowered and shows that empowerment. They're the type of person that doesn't cower under kind of pressure. This is a person that is stepping up in their own power here in this situation. I'm talking about that person. This is a person that no matter if they lose a battle, they're not going to quit. I'm talking about that person you're in no contact with. Their actions towards you in December is they're going to have a revelation that they need to focus more on their spiritual path and not this situation with you, okay? So they're going to be focusing on themselves and seeking higher wisdom in order to keep on moving on their path forward and not in this situation, okay? So here in the near future with your no contact person, Aries, there is going to be an opportunity to break this cycle between you two. Because now the condition is ripe, this new opportunity. In order for you guys to both part and break this cycle between you two, okay, Aries? Like you go your own way kind of thing to break the cycle. The outcome here between you two in December is that you're going to be breaking the cycles between you two, where you guys are going to be healing on your own and growing and expanding and releasing any kind of painful memories you have with not only this situation, but I feel as though other situations that that you keep on replaying in your mind. This was a trigger, though, to get you to heal, okay? Between you and your no contact person, okay, Aries? So what can Aries take away from their reading? You're going to have miraculous luck here, Aries, okay? Fate is going to smile upon you and align the stars to open up the path of unexpected fortune. This moment is a gift and a reminder that even in the darkest time, Aries, the universe can send you sudden blessings, okay? So this is your time, your space to take a chance and do something different, even if you feel lost, okay? It's going to be, you're going to be learning how to trust yourself in such a different way without this no contact person, and you're ready. You're going to have a lot of good luck on your side because you created it. And that's your reading, Aries. Now let's move forward to Taurus. All right, so what's coming up for Tauruses in their no contact situation with their person in December? Miraculous luck, cutting tides, golden opportunity, generational healing. Clarify all four of these cards. All right, so Tauruses, your person is a person that relives a lot of painful memories. And they're trying to they always are the type of person that that can change things if they step outside and not always relive those painful memories. I'm talking about that person, Tauruses, that you have no contact with. The actions they're going to take towards you, Tauruses, is that they're going to focus more on their journey and their spiritual path. And they're going to be cutting tides between you two. Okay? That means no contact, moving forward away from this no contact situation from you, Tauruses, to be crystal clear. Here in their future, there's going to be a huge golden opportunity of looking honestly at yourself and in this situation without excuses, without ego. And it's the very truth that's going to set you free from this situation. This is that opportunity, Tauruses, so that way you are accountable for what you need to do now and not worry about what was in the past in this non-communicative person, okay? The outcome is great because it's getting you to move forward, to heal yourself and have closure in this situation. Because you are learning how to find your place in this. And that is moving forward from this. Okay, Tauruses, to be crystal clear, okay? So what can Tauruses take away from their reading? This is not a time to use any kind of manipulation because it's not all offers are coming freely from this person. So Carrie, it's not time to be pulled in by any kind of manipulation, okay? Be mindful of hidden motives and unspoken conditions before you accept any kind of manipulation. This is getting you to trust yourself so you can master your own destiny, Tauruses. So trust yourself, okay? And not being manipulated in any kind of way with this no contact person. If you feel self-doubt, don't manipulate yourself. See things very clearly. And you'll see the history. If there has been no contact, it's because there's no way of you guys coming together, okay? And we all had to learn what acceptance really is in order to trust yourself, okay? So trust yourself, Tauruses. That's your reading. Now let's move on to Geminis. All right, so what's coming up for Geminis in their no contact situation with their person in December? Agreement. Veil of protection. Problem solved. And finding your place. Clarify all four of these cards. All right, so Geminis, when it comes down to you and your no contact person, this is a person that you have some kind of agreement with, that there won't be a betrayal of trust between you two. No, they will not move on from you because there's an agreement between you two. This is a person that doesn't want to betray your trust, Geminis. I'm talking about that person that you have no contact with. The actions they're going to take towards you is offer some kind of protection in their own way. I feel, Geminis, this is a person that you're coming towards me about that is some kind of healer that you have no contact with. And you're coming to me about those answers. So they're making sure to put a veil of protection coming towards you, so that way there's no setbacks here between you two. Here in the near future, there's going to be a problem solved between you two in regards to this long distance journey you want to take. And that's the long distance journey you're going to be taking is getting through the veil of fog of confusion, Geminis, about your no contact person, because you're going to discover who you are beyond those borders of mental fog and confusion. You're going to be willing to take the first step to come out of your comfort zone, to do something different to solve this problem. I really feel you're going to be investing more in your spiritual process, Geminis, towards this no contact person so you get out of that confusion and mental fog about it. Here in the outcome, you're going to find your way. Not just finding a physical location, but feeling more aligned to your purpose here in life. And you're going to incubate that idea, that dream. Because you know right now you have to reschedule your plans because of the weather that's going on around you. And I mean physical weather. Hey, Geminis, did you know it freaking snowed here in Ohio and it was unexpected? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I was saying the other day that I'm praying and hoping that people are going to be okay on the road. And I knew it was going to snow. And I mean, it snowed like, I think 5 inches. Yippee! In the snow, right? But here in the outcome, you're going to trust yourself and prepare and reschedule any of your plans before you find your way here with you and this no contact person. I don't feel like this is a romantic person, Geminis, that you're inquiring about. Like I said, I feel it's like a healer. And it's going to get you to master your destiny. Because you have been having a feeling, Geminis, that you're here for a purpose and you want to know deeply what that purpose is. So what's that purpose? Because I'm feeling a little bit sassy today to know what that is. Give me one card for Geminis that want to know their purpose in this life. Your purpose in this life, Geminis, in case you wanted to know, because I wanted to ask this extra question, is to come up in your power and be empowered in order for you not to cower in the shadows of others, but its time has come to step in to your power to own your choices and actualize the potential that you know is within you. So what is that? You are here to not only empower yourself and be empowered, but also to come into your full potential as a human being. So you come to the right place because I'm here to guide people like that. And if you're ready, you got to make sure you do the work in regards to the meditation that you chose for your system, so that way it upgrades you and gets you to your full potential. Because our bodies are limited. Even if you do plastic surgery, you're never going to grow and expand from that in regards to your full potential. I mean, yes, you'll experience that. Cutting to bits yourself in a plastic surgery will only bring a lot of pain. and memory loss. Because, man, if you go through surgeries, it sucks. You know what I'm saying? Hi there to Cool Rooster. I'm doing okay. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're doing well too. So, what can Geminis take away from their reading? This is what you can take away from your reading, Geminis. Something sacred is being born through you, whether through art, transformation, or life itself. You are giving form to the unseen, so honor the responsibility and let this new beginning take its first breath. You're birthing something in this life, and you're being more conscious of it now. So make sure you take it one step at a time, because this is your opportunity to re-elevate the situation you're in, Geminis, and decide whether or not to proceed, okay? So there's your warning label, okay? That's your reading, Geminis. Now let's move on to Cancers. I am so loving this deck. It's like, have you ever felt when you got something new, like a coat, and you put it on and it just fits right? That's how I feel with this deck. It just fits just right. Now, what's coming up for Cancers in their no contact situation with their person in December? Resentment, facing shadows, isolation, and warning. Clarify all four of these cards. All right, so the person you are dealing with, Cancers, this is a person that holds a lot of resentment in the situation between you two. So they're going through the healing of that. So the actions they're going to take towards you is they're going to be facing that resentment and any fears that surround this situation, because they want harmony to come back within inside them. So they're going to be facing those things about you, that resentment, those fears, in order to have some kind of resolution and peace within inside them. So are they going to talk to you or anything to be crystal clear, Cancers? No. They're going to be dealing with shit on their own away from you, okay, in December. In the near future, there's going to be isolation between you two and a protection between you two, because there's divine intervention occurring in this situation. In the outcome, there's a warning here. There's going to be an apology coming your way, Cancers, or you extending that olive branch of apology. It's whoever ghosted the other person is who's going to apologize, is what I'm trying to say, Cancers. And there's a warning label with this. This road ahead is going to be dark, which is going to lead to trials yet to come. But this is your opportunity to re-elevate the situation and decide whether or not you want to proceed with apologizing to them if you're the one that ghosted them. I'm talking about that person that ghosted in this no contact situation, Cancers. And if you're like, but Mary, I didn't ghost them, then I'm talking about your no contact person. But I have a feeling, Cancers, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, some Cancers here ghosted somebody. So what can Cancers take away from their no contact reading with their person? Accountability, Cancers. Accountability begins with the willingness to look honestly at yourself and the role you played in this situation, Cancers, without excuses, without ego. What you see may be uncomfortable, Cancers, but it is the very truth that will set you free. And that's what you can take away from this reading. Because then it's going to get you to master your destiny and not isolate yourself from people. You just know what people you've been isolating yourself from, Cancers. That's your reading. Now let's move on to Leos. So what's coming up for Leos in their no contact situation with their person in December? Veil of protection. Vicious cycle. Losing battle. Golden opportunity. Clarify all four of these cards. All right, your person you're inquiring about, Leos, is someone who is being protected by their spiritual source, because whoever you're inquiring about goes through a lot of anxiety and worry. Talking about that person, okay, Leos. The actions they're going to take towards you is they're going to totally break this cycle between you two. Because there's like a huge karmic ties between you two. So they're going to break all kind of cycles from you and move away from this situation from you, okay? To be crystal clear, Leos. Because here in the near future, you and them are going to gain a different perspective here in the situation. Because you're going to see that you can't always change the outcome, even if you try. No matter how hard you both fought in your own ways, there is still strength in recognizing when to let go, and that's what your perspective you're going to change, and so is them. because you're going to realize that release what is beyond your control in order to conserve more of your energy onto what truly matters. And that's what's going to be happening here in the near future. It's like you both are going to get this level up of letting go of each other, Leos. Your outcome is great because you're going to have a new opportunity that presents itself to you where it's aligned and it comes in a perfect time. In order for you to claim it, in order for you to move past this no contact situation person, Leos, you're just needing to have a willingness to let go and take the first step. Okay? Because here it comes. What can Leos take away from their reading? Smooth sailing, Leos. The waters are calm, and your journey should progress smoothly without major obstacles or disruptions. And the universe supports you as you flow effortlessly towards your destination. That's what you can take away from this. Let go. And just know that you tried your best in this situation and move forward from it, okay? Because it's going to get you to have really good health and being more committed to your own wellness of having good health. Yeah. Very cool. That's your reading, Leos. Now let's move on to Virgos. All right, so what's coming up for Virgos in their no contact situation with their person in December? Distant journey. Vicious cycles. Karmic ties. And overcoming. Clarify all four of these cards. All right, so Virgos, the person you're inquiring about, this is a person that lives on long distance and they're afraid of change. Talking about that person. The actions they're going to take towards you is away from you. They're going to keep on going to parties. They're still going to have that vicious cycle, okay, of giving into, I get partying, to celebrations, okay, a lot. They're going to keep on repeating the vicious cycle that they've been doing towards you. They're only focused on their self-indulgence, Virgos, and not focus on healing things between you two, okay, Virgos? So here in the near future, Virgos, there's going to be a major shift here in the situation between you two, where there is going to be a transformation where karmic tides are going to be broken between you two. because you're going to see the vicious cycle play out. And you're going to be challenged in how it is you want to transform from this situation. So you don't have to keep on repeating this, inquiring about them, but you're trusting yourself to move out of the situation with your no contact person. And I see that in your outcome, where you're overcoming this situation with your no contact person, because you're going to see that things are daunting between you and that no contact person. You're going to have strength and focus your mind on overcoming this. And you'll move through it, leaving that doubt behind. That's in your outcome. You're going to overcome this. Just know that there is going to be apology that's going to come your way. They'll finally face you, apologize, but you are going to trust yourself to move past this, is what I get in your outcome. Because you are going to have a feeling that if you keep on repeating this same situation with this no contact person, Virgos, the road ahead is going to be dark. And there'll be a lot of trials that you'll have to still go through if you kept on holding on to this situation. So you're going to be challenged in the end to overcome it by trusting yourself. And I'm for it, because here it comes. You're going to have liberation. So what can Virgos take away from their reading? You're going to be going through a rebirth. Okay? Something sacred is being born through you, Virgos. Whether it's art, transformation, or life itself. You are giving form to the unseen and honoring the responsibility. And let this new beginning take its first breath. That's what you can take away from this reading. Because realize this, Virgos, you always find your way even if you feel lost. And that's your reading, Virgos. Big hugs. Now let's move on to Libras. What's coming up for Libras in their no contact situation with their person in December? Vicious cycle. Celebration. Karmic tides. Warning. Clarify all 4 of these cards. So Libras, you're dealing with a person that acts like it's all good, but they still go through vicious cycles, and you know it. I'm talking about that person you're in no contact with. The actions they're going to take towards you is acting like everything's fine between you two, like being happy, wanting to invite you out. They're going to be contacting you through the social media or your phone. Because they want the stagnation between you two to end, okay, Libras? But here in the near future, the universe is going to have your back here, where magic and divine intervention, divine justice is going to occur here in the near future, where it's going to help you move beyond any karmic tides between you and this no contact person, okay, Libras? In order for you to shift and unlock a new opportunity moving past this, Libras. So your spiritual source, whatever that is, Libras, are going to help you through here in the near future. So that way you're not caught up in more karmic cycles with this person. Lessons are learned, right, Libras? Because you guys are smart. The outcome here is that you're going to get a warning from your own soul, your higher self, that the road ahead, if you keep on moving towards inquiring about your no contact person, keep on going back to him, Libras, your soul is going to give you your own warning in order not to go down that road that is dark, that leads to a lot of trials and a lot of lessons you already have experienced from that no contact person. So in the end, you're going to learn how to trust your own soul, your higher self. You may even inquire through your meditation the answer to this question. What insight does my higher self have to offer? And that's when you're going to get the warning of not going backwards with this no contact person anymore, Libras. You're going to realize you're a wise sage, Libras. You just needed time to activate and really trust your own soul that's trying to speak to you through your spiritual power meditation. Okay, Libras? That's what I get in your outcome. You're going to learn how to trust yourself very deeply on a soul level, because you know this is part of your healing path. So what can Libras take away from their reading? Feeling lost, Libras, not knowing where you're going doesn't mean you're off track, Libras. Some of life's most important discoveries come when you allow yourself just to wander, because then you find your way. And thank you for wandering here, because now I'm able to help you learn how to trust yourself so that way you can master your destiny. And that's your reading, Libras. That's your reading. Now let's move on to Scorpios. So what's coming up for Scorpios and their no contact situation with their person in December? Exhaustion, community, self-expression, power of destiny, sorry, master of destiny. Okay, Scorpios. Clarify all 4 of these cards. All right, Scorpios, you're inquiring about a person that you feel is looks and feels exhausted here in the situation between you two. The actions they're going to take towards you is they're still going to hold on to you even though this situation is very burdensome to them. They're still going to hold on. I feel like so that way they can help you, Scorpios. Don't be surprised if they try to connect with you out in the community. Or offline, okay? Here in the near future, you both are going to spend some time and space from one another. I feel like you both are going to heal away from one another. And that's when you are going to have an idea, Scorpios, a message, a creation that you want, that's going to come in through your meditation that you want to create out in the world where it's authentic, okay? So yes, you both are going to be separate from each other, even in the near future, because healing's going to occur between you two, just separately. And it's going to come with revelations, I feel, in order to release what no longer resonates between you two, Scorpios, which the outcome is going to bring closure. And it's going to get you be more of a conscious creator of your day and stop waiting for a sign, because you're going to realize you are that sign, Scorpios. And this is when you're going to close out the no contact person situation, okay? To be crystal clear. I feel like it's going to be towards the end of the year. You're going to do this. So what can Scorpios take away from their reading? A major shift you can take away from this reading. A powerful shift is unfolding, reshaping the world you know, Scorpios. What once felt stable may fall away to make room for something more aligned to you, Scorpios. This is not a breakdown, but a breakthrough. And that's what you can take away. A transformation is occurring. Are you ready? Because it's already happening. Especially if you even feel like you're still wanting to pull that wall up, it's still going to happen, Scorpios, whether you like it or not. And so here is your sign, so that way there's no misunderstanding, okay? And that's your reading, Scorpios. So what's coming up for Sagittariuses in their no contact situation with their person in December? Betrayal of trust. Family tree. Wish fulfillment. Misunderstanding. Clarify all four of these cards. All right, so Sagittarius is the person you're inquiring about is the person that betrayed your trust. And they know this, and they know that they need to shift their ways of doing things so it doesn't keep on reoccurring. So the actions they're going to take towards you is no action. They're going to be focused on their family. In order to find some kind of resolution and peace in this situation with you. So no actions towards you, Sagittarius, is in December, which is going to help you here in the near future of a wish fulfillment that's going to occur. And this is a confirmation that your wish is going to be fulfilled. There's going to be accountability here in the near future with this person, okay? So the outcome is there's going to be closure because you're going to find out that there was a huge misunderstanding between you and your no contact person. Because they put their walls up. What's this misunderstanding about? This misunderstanding is how someone influenced the situation. You may be watching this no contact reading, and I don't know if you whether or not you are trusting yourself, Sagittarius. I feel like the misunderstanding is you didn't trust yourself, or whether or not these no contact readings were for you or somebody else. And that's what's going to be coming to the surface, is that you misunderstood the messages in the no contact readings for Sagittarius. And this is what's going to cause that closure. So what can Sagittariuses take away from their reading? Limitless. This is your invitation to think bigger, Sagittariuses. Dream bigger. The world has placed limits on what's possible, so now it's time for you to see for yourself what's beyond them. So trust yourself, Sagittariuses. By chasing your dream. Okay? I feel you've been influenced by the world of what was not possible. And we all get conditioned into that, huh? Thinking that nothing's possible, everything has its limits. But when you strip to the bone, Sagittariuses, all the conditioning, and it all falls off, then you come to realize how limitless things really are. And then you want to explore that. So that way you feel satisfied to come back around and let people know that this world is very beautiful. It's just we humans tend to screw it up through trauma, drama, everything else. But when all that's lifted, things are actually beautiful. So yeah, that's what you can take away from this reading, Limitless. It's going to get you to really ask yourself if you want to still carry any more burdens with you, including this no contact situation, okay? So trust yourself whether or not you do. And that's your reading, Sagittarius is. So what's coming up for Capricorns and their no contact situation with their person in December? Closure, isolation, bad weather, self-expression. Clarify all four of these cards. All right, so Capricorns. The person you're inquiring about's already slammed the door on you. And they moved away. I'm talking about that person. The actions they're going to take towards you is no action. They're going to isolate themselves away from you. Whatever they're doing in life, they're going to be receiving a reward of not going further with you, okay, Capricorns? It's because they're getting an upgrade on their own time with themselves, is what I get. So, here in the near future, you may feel like you want to offer a helping hand towards them, but you're needing not to fight moving forward out of this situation. So be prepared to not give to this situation anymore and reschedule your plans. If you have any plans of wanting to offer a helping hand to this person you have no contact with, Capricorns, because it's not going to lead to anything. There's blocks between you two. To be crystal clear, Capricorns, between you and your no contact person. We just need to come into acceptance, Capricorns, and you're learning what that acceptance here is. There's nothing more you need to do in the situation towards them. The outcome is that you're going to learn to express yourself in an authentic way, knowing that this is a gift in order for you to relieve any kind of power struggle within inside you. Meaning, you're going to learn how to express yourself through your art, your music, your writing, so that way you relieve this power struggle within inside you of wanting to hold on to a no contact situation. That way you have forward movement and you feel like you express yourself in a very authentic way, Capricorns. Or you're just going to lead yourself in a very stuck, dark place. So what can Capricorns take away from their reading? Consistency, Capricorns. Greatness isn't created in a single moment. It is built through consistent effort. One day at a time, keep going, and your future self will thank you. Okay? Be consistent with yourself and moving out of this situation, because this is your higher self. This is your soul trying to get your attention so you do things different. You'll understand your own sage knowledge and the experience that you already hold deep within inside you. Okay? So trust yourself. Because here your soul is trying to get your attention to get out of this situation now. Because this person's already done. Okay? That's your reading. Now let's move on to Aquariuses. What's coming up for Aquariuses in their no contact situation with their person in December? Community, exhaustion, healing path, good health, clarify, all four of these cards. I feel like you, Aquariuses, with your no contact person, you watch them online. And whatever they do, you watch them. Yes, you do. Talking about that person. And you know this person is leveling up in the community because you watch them. Yes, you do. The actions that they're going to take towards you is, well, they're going to respect their limits with you and get rest and rejuvenation away from this no contact situation with you, Aquariuses, in order for them to keep on making tangible success in their life. So here in the near future, you guys are going to go into the healing and spiritual path away from each other. And no, they don't watch you online, Aquariuses. They're more focused on what they're doing in work and taking good care of themselves, Aquariuses. So in return, it's going to get you to focus on your spiritual path and healing path too, here in the near future. The outcome is great because even though you guys don't talk, I feel like you guys have an unspoken friendship with your no contact person. You guys may be healers in your own way, but the outcome is great because there's going to be consistency and good health between you two. It's because you both understand that greatness is created in a single moment. Building that consistent effort of taking good care of your guys' self, even if you don't talk. There's going to be recognition in the hard work you do and what they do. So I don't feel like you have any qualms with your no contact person, but you're coming to me wanting to know more about them. And now you know, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, that you and your friend are doing just fine. You're not stepping on each other's toes. They have a lot of respect for you and their limits in this situation with you. So there you go. This is like one of the best freaking readings I got out of all zodiac signs Aquariuses. So what can Aquariuses take away from their reading? Closure. You've outgrown what was. No matter how much you try, you cannot return to what no longer aligns with you. Find the door meant for the version of you that you are becoming. Because now it's time. You have your own unique spiritual path, and you're closing out a cycle with your friend. So that way you don't have a power struggle with inside you anymore, but you're trusting yourself and understanding what that spiritual path is. I feel like I'm talking to an influencer, okay, that does some kind of healing, oracle, tarot, divination tool, to be crystal clear. I already know who it is, but I'm not going to say. Okay. So if you had any kind of resentment towards the person in any kind of way, it's coming to a closure, okay? Because you're going to realize that you both are not more or less than each other. That this person has been trying to make sure they level up and level up the community around them. And they see that you and them do it in different kind of ways, whether it complements each other or not, but they have respect for you, Aquarius is, so you need to know that. Okay? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Okay, goofballs. That's your reading. Influencer. YouTuber that watches me. Yeah, I know. We all are not stupid, right? Unless we start, well, we just know what we can be stupid with, right? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So Pisces, you're up. So what's coming up for Pisces and their no contact situation with their person in December? Consistency, empowerment, a problem solved. Ooh, Master of Destiny. Clarify all four of these cards. All right, Pisces. Person you're inquiring about is showing consistency of wanting to be separate from you. I'm talking about that person. The actions they're going to take towards you is that they're going to be empowered to use their discernment around you because they feel like there's some kind of malicious intent here in the situation. So no, they're not going to take any actions towards you. They're just going to be empowered by using their discernment towards you in December. So here in the near future, there's going to be a problem solved when you listen to your soul to move away from this situation. Because your higher self is watching over you, Pisces. Because the problem that's going to be solved is you not being confused to move out of this and not having any more fog of uncertainty. It's going to be lifted here in the near future, Pisces. That way you have can take action with confidence moving out of this. The outcome is great because you're going to be more of a conscious creator of your own destiny and go through a rebirth. So you move out of this no contact situation with this person. So what can Pisces take away from their reading? Betrayal of trust. You just know, Pisces, who did the betrayal of trust here in this situation. So trust has been shattered, leaving wounds deeper than words can express. So now you can see the truth, use it in order to move forward, wiser and stronger. Okay, Pisces? That's what you can take away from this reading. You're going to still try to see if you can reconcile with this person, Pisces. Even though there was a betrayal of trust, you're going to still see if you can reconcile with them. Yeah, I see it in the cards. You're not done with them, Pisces. You're going to keep on coming towards me about them, Pisces, instead of doing something different. All right, Pisces. That's your free will choice. And that's your reading, Pisces. Now let's move on to bonus readings. If you're looking to me about any kind of answer to your question, we're going to be doing that bonus now, okay? I love these cards to this deck. I haven't been this excited about a new deck in a while. An oracle deck. All right, so bonus reading for male and female zodiac signs starts now. Give me one card for females on what answer they need in the situation and question they're inquiring about towards me right now and after this live with the first card. Second card for males, zodiac signs. What answer do I need to give them for whatever question they're coming towards me about from now or at the end of this life? And the last card of the bottom deck is the overall picture. So that way males and females understand why it's all happening. All right, females, zodiac signs. This is your answer. There's a major shift occurring here in your life. A powerful shift is unfolding, reshaping the world you know. What once felt stable may fall away to make room for something more aligned to you. So this is not a breakdown, but a breakthrough. A transformation is occurring in the situation within inside you, okay? So there's your answer. That's why. Now, males, your answer to your question is your family ties can be a source of wisdom, but there can also bring an inheritance of pain. So honor your roots, but be aware of the imprinted patterns that subconsciously influence your behavior. So what has happened in the past in your generation of family members doesn't mean you have to relive that pain. It's just a source of wisdom, so that way you don't have to keep on repeating the generational patterns and trauma, okay? I get even stop replaying the pain in your head. So males and females, here's the overall picture, okay? Even as the storm approaches, a protective energy surrounds you, so trust that you are anchored in safety, and no matter how strong the wind blows, there is a veil of protection here. Because things are changing in your life and you need to see that. Okay? So that's the bonus reading for anything that you're coming towards me about. And here is the last bonus reading for male and female zodiac sign leaders. If you have a no contact situation, we're going to do it now. Females first. So what's coming up for female zodiac sign leaders and their no contact situation with their person in December? Losing battle. Smooth sailing. Long road. Good health. Clarify all four of these cards. All right, just want you to know, female zodiac sign leaders, whatever you do for work, you're going to get that recognition for all the hard work you do, including in this situation, okay? Because whoever you're inquiring about, that is your no contact person, this is the person always would lose the battle in regards to not facing their fears towards you. Talking about that person. There is a protection between you two. So that way, there's a shift here. The actions they're going to take towards you is they're going to try to be calm towards you. Yes, they watch you on social media, female zodiac sign leaders. They're going to try to make contact. I just don't feel it's going to be in December. Okay, female zodiac sign leaders. I feel as though that they're going to try to be calm towards you in December while they're watching you on whatever you do in social media or even on YouTube, whatever platform is what I'm trying to say. It's because they're trying to trust themselves for once, right? Here in the near future, there's going to be a major shift, a transformation here in this situation between you two. Because you're going to be stepping on the path that may demand more from you, female zodiac sign leaders, but you're going to be ready to understand that there's going to be more that you can give, and you're going to have to learn how to set healthy boundaries with you and how you network with others and your time so it doesn't deplete your health and your energy here in the near future. So it's going to test your limits here in the near future, this new shift, which is going to get it's going to get you to close out this cycle with this no contact person, zodiac sign that are female leaders. The outcome is great because you're going to be focusing on your health and being very committed to investing in your own wellness. I feel like the person that you're in no contact person that's watching you, female zodiac sign, they're going to look into trying to take good care of themselves too. Possibly also looking into relocating because of financial burdens that they carry. What is this relocation about? You, here in the end, you're going to know your outcome with your no contact person, female zodiac sign leader, is that when you focus on your health and incubate your ideas for a different time, they're moving towards you for reconciliation. Because of the fact they knew there was an opportunity that was lost between you two. This is why they're coming back around for a reconciliation with you. Female zodiac sign leaders. Okay? What can female zodiac sign leaders take away from their reading? Celebration. A celebration is in order, female zodiac sign leaders, for all that you have endured and all that you have become. Let joy rise in your heart. You deserve to be happy. So celebrate. You got my green light to do it. Yippee! Because you're going to understand the great vision and hold on to it tightly for the future. It's a glimpse of what your soul is calling you to create. So trust its importance, female zodiac sign leaders. Nurture it with belief and take inspired steps to bring it to life. Okay? The great vision. All right. That's your reading, female zodiac sign leaders. Now let's move on to male zodiac sign leaders. What's coming up for male zodiac sign leaders in their no contact situation with their person in December? Facing shadows. Celebration. Smooth sailing. Isolation. Clarify all four of these cards. All right, female zodiac sign leaders. Your no contact person is a person that faces their fears. I'm talking about that person. Yep, you're total opposite. This is a very independent person. They are the type of person that knows that nothing's impossible or limited. Talking about that person that faces their fear of all that. They even face the fear of uncertainty. The actions they're going to take towards you is no action towards you in December. They're going to be going through a transformation where they're going to go through celebration with friends and family, but nothing towards you, to be crystal clear. I feel in the near future, you're going to be looking into relocation. You're going to get that feeling, if you haven't already gotten that feeling, male zodiac sign leaders, that life is calling you to a new location, bringing the energy of evolution and greater purpose. And if you're like, but Mary, I'm not getting that feeling, then this is not your no contact reading. And if you're like, but Mary, I'm afraid, I guess you didn't get that feeling other than you're succumbing to your fears. So this is not your reading then. To be crystal clear. I'm talking to a person that's going to be getting that feeling of wanting to relocate, and I feel towards this no contact person. Because not only are you going to get that feeling here in the near future of relocating, but you're going to be calm about it in order to do it. Because you know that this journey, your journey needs to progress, have some progress. And you know, or you're going to realize that the universe supports you as you flow effortlessly towards your destination of relocating. And I feel towards this person. All signs are pointing towards it. But Mary, I'm getting a warning not to. Then this is not your reading. Okay? In the outcome, there's going to be isolation because you are going to be putting up your walls because you're putting yourself in a cage about this. Yet you're still peeking out and still watching them, male zodiac sign leaders, because you're still curious about it, about them. But yet you're going to make it harder for yourself because you keep on withdrawing. Do you truly want to isolate, or are you afraid of what connection might bring? They know the truth about you anyway, male zodiac sign leaders. So you can isolate yourself all you want, but they already know the truth about you. And if you've already felt an acceptance around them about who you are, then I guess there's more that you're hiding, right? you're going to have this buzz all around you. Other readers, so-called psychics, friends and family about this situation in some kind of form, that this is being around this person is going to bring a lot of abundance. And that what you nurture now will provide nourishment for the seasons to come, too. You're going to get all this buzz about it. And you're going to see it. You're going to know it. You're not done with this person, male zodiac sign leaders. Oh, no, you're not. Not even close. So what is hidden that needs to be revealed to male zodiac sign leaders? 4 cards. You have a lot of anxiety that you need to unblock, because you know it's spiraling out of control. And if you didn't know, you need to anchor yourself in what is real, your breath, your body, the moment. You hold a lot of anxiety that's hidden. And it's about your financial stress. The challenges are a mere reflection of your realignment that is needed. The flow of abundance hasn't stopped. It's waiting for you to step into the path where your efforts and purpose align. So if you think what you are doing is your life purpose, no, it is a stepping stone to what is meant for you to align to. I feel like you know this, you've been knowing this a lot, and you've been having anxiety and worry about it. It's so bad that you keep it hidden now and you lie to yourself. The other thing you keep hidden is your own self-expression, your ideas, your creations. You carry these things. You're just needing to express yourself boldly and authentically, knowing that your gifts are meant to be shared. Not this routine shit you've been doing at work. And I know who you are. Do I judge? No. I'm just telling you what you need to know so you can finally break free from the limitations that bind you. You also keep hidden your power struggle, that control, the influence that you have a power struggle with. Are you leading with integrity, or are you being led by someone else's agenda? Because I am here to get you to trust yourself so you understand your desires, what your goals are. If you are wanting to learn how to trust yourself and come to your full potential, then you're in the right place. And if you're going, Mary, no, then why are you here? And why are you watching me? Are you that bored with your life? Then let this moment inspire you to get out of your head and do something with your life, because you're here to know what it's like to be a human being, even growing through these moments. So you're not wasting any health, energy, and time on bullshit. And if you find this bullshit, then you need to turn this off and do something with your life. Okay? You know, you keep hidden how you want to help. Even this person. And you have power struggles in how you want to help. Just know unseen forces are working in your favor to try to help you out, including me. But you already know this. So that's your reading. Oh, what can male zodiac sign leaders take from their reading? One card, please. A higher plan. A higher plan is unfolding for you, male zodiac sign leaders, beyond what you can consciously comprehend. This divine design is perfectly aligned to support your growth as an individual, as well as harmony of the collective. You think that you are hard, but I see right through it. Your divine plan is going to help you gain influence, but you are hindering your own life and divine potential here going to its fullness. And it's okay, because you always find your way, especially if you get fear, having the power struggle, having the anxiety, not knowing how to express yourself. You always find your way. So even these very moments, you want to be stubborn about your reading, about what's going on a deeper level. It's okay. Because life happens to people. In order to get them to evolve to the next stage. And I know about the growing pains of change. I used to be heavily resistant against it. But I see now is so necessary. So when it does happen, I'm there like, okay. When there's setbacks, when things don't go to plan, I'm okay. How can we enjoy the journey while those things are happening? So I make sure not to spend days on end being in a mental prison and have anxiety about that. I make sure to do my meditation, my self-care regimen. I pick myself up so I don't be knocked down for very long. And when you practice, you become better and better so you're not down all the time. But if all you're going to do is keep yourself there because you're heavily addicted to doing that, it's going to be fun when you start learning how to get yourself out of it. And I say fun because you get your head out of your ass and you finally do something different. Okay, male zodiac sign leaders? And trust me, we all learn how to get our head out of our asses, so you're not the only one. This is why we're not more or less than each other. But we see each other as equals and really understand that we're all learning. And this life comes with a handbook from Mother Nature. If you sit back and you watch, this world can teach you so much. And doing your meditation can get you to remember so much that you never thought you can see or imagine and come into balance and alignment with. And hearing your own soul on top of it. That's what the human life yearns for, is to understand that all in a physical human way. Without these bodies, there's no language, there's no touch, there's no sex, there's not any kind of indulgence. It's us being on a different plane of existence. of consciousness and all that good stuff. So why make a hell out of things in this existence when you can make things so beautiful for yourself? Okay? So that's the end of all the zodiac sign readings and the bonuses. If you like my content, please like, share, and subscribe and comment down below. I would love to hear about your no contact situations. And if you ever had a misunderstanding with your no contact situation person, if you ever went through any kind of ghosting, that kind of stuff. The more you guys do this, the more people start being able to not only see my content through the algorithm, because it opens it up to more people, but it also shows people that we all go through the same thing, even though if the situation is a little bit changed, you know, with the people, what was said, you get what I mean? So I divulge my stuff on these lives. I do a no contact reading so that way you have forward movement. If people would do these things in order to help break people free from this stuff, you know, our society would be a lot more happier, you know what I'm saying? So this is why I'm doing it, so that way you enjoy your life and you enjoy the holidays and stuff. And by the way, it snowed. And so me and my daughter, after she gets done with schooling, we're going to be doing a snow day and having fun. So I'm pretty much looking forward to that. I've been talking to family members, so it's been really good. So I got to send some pictures to my parents, and that's been going better. And because I don't know if you guys know this, a long time ago I divulged that, you know, I had a lot of trials and tribulations with and drama with my parents because of having to grow up Roman Catholic, and healed a lot of it and reestablished contact with them. And set healthy boundaries with them. And it's been going great ever since. I know one thing I had to come to realize is that with families, you're always going to have ups and downs. If you can't come together and sit down and talk your way through it, then it's going to be really hard. So I had to learn to let go of certain family members because to be very honest, they were unsupportive and materialistic. And that's the best way I can put it, because with me having to make sure I do things in balance so it doesn't mess with me being off balance with Hashimoto's disease, it was very hard for certain family members to understand what stage I was in it. And so it made them get hardened and show more of their ego of strength instead of a soft resolve. I remember one cousin, he was very like hardened and act like a know-it-all about his credentials, which I didn't know anything about, that he went to schooling for. Even told him that. And not being compassionate, even though he's a physical therapist. I still love and care about him and forgive him, but it's one of those things. If you have a hard resolve and you're a physical therapist, it's going to be very hard for anybody to want to connect with you, and it can make them very hard towards you. So I had to learn to let him go and his family, because I realize there are people in your life that's good for a season, a moment, and I had to do what was healthy for me and my daughter, not to get caught up in their ideology. And not just that, my daughter got friggin' what is it called? She almost got rushed to the hospital because she was throwing up. She was not. They were not even offering the very thing she needed to be hydrated. And so when I brought to them, and little small lies too, and it was so sad because I was like really hoping that me and my cousin to pick up where we left off. And he was a totally different person then than what he is now. I mean, it was showing from the inside out. Doesn't mean I don't think he doesn't have a big heart, because I know he does after realizing that he has a hard exterior. And sometimes macho men do. But I still hope and feel that they should thrive and not survive, but they were in such survival mode in their mentality, and I was just like, it is what it is. I gotta let it go, because if I hold on to it, especially with people who don't want to nurture a connection anymore that feels authentic, then there's nothing I can do but wish them well, you know. So it's something I don't get bullied into. I don't know if you've ever gotten bullied into that. You have to make sure from by family members of, you have to if you don't come to over to my house when I say, and you give me a rain check, that means you just don't want to be in my life. If you give me a rain check because you're going through health issues, don't be bullied into that. It was one of the things I had to sit back and tell family members of, you know, there's nothing wrong with meeting up with each other if we hadn't talked in a while. That's what family does. We catch up when we can. But certain family members want it their way all the time. And without that, with someone not being flexible with you, it makes it very hard to nurture a relationship with your family member. You know what I'm saying? Where you guys can come together, come to events, and all that stuff. So try not to feel bullied or discouraged about it. You try to do your best, connecting with friends and family, and really understand that people are going through their things. And yeah, it's something I had to realize when it comes down to when you don't have contact with certain family, friends, or people, that you just have to forgive and let it go. Not because you didn't try your hardest, it was because, well, it's time to move past it for your new beginning. So that's why I reveal all this stuff. So that way, if you are going through anything in regards to family members that you feel that are not very supportive and have their own thing and their own ideology about stuff, not wanting to be flexible, it's okay to let them go. You know, if people can't understand that you got to keep everybody has their rest and rejuvenation time. To be very honest, I don't mind hanging out with people at all. But as a mystic oracle healer, I love my time to myself. There's nothing wrong with it. I know how to please and make myself happy. I just find a bonus of everybody I come across to in life. It makes me happy. Even if I hadn't seen somebody for a very long time, like a family member or friend, I consider it as a blessing that I'm able to come across you in life, you know? I cannot recognize my old self. I used to be completely different than what I am now. So this is why I sit down and talk about these things, because whoever says that change does not occur with people and in life, they're not in tune into what this life is really going on, because everything's changing at every moment of every day. And we just need to grab and seize those every second of every moment as it were precious to us, you know? So I really hope you enjoy your journey. I got to get off now. It's been like 2 hours on this live. So I'll see you later. Later is Thursday and Friday. I will be doing some all zodiac sign and non-zodiac sign readings in the morning at 10:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and daily meditations at 9:30 a.m. on my channel. So like, share, subscribe, and comment. You'll get that notification. Love hearing from you. So until then, I'll see you later, okay? Bye for now.